All right. Okay, I'm back. Now, this video is not going to be incredibly exciting. No, let's not put people off. Pretty quick video, really, just to show you how quickly you can come up with something that's really interesting and different away from any old sample. Any old random sample you can turn into an instrument, into a loop, whatever. Check this out. Okay, that's a bit loud, Soz. Let's have a look at how I got to that. Now we're going to back that up with a beat. How did we get to that? Now, you could maybe find something similar to that on a sample pack as a preset. Who wants to bother doing that? And sound just like everyone else. We want to take something from an unusual source. Now, let's take a listen to this. This was the original sample, all right? It's from a Don Blackman tune. All right, so I've only used the intro. In fact, all I've used is this, that chiming chord there. So what I did, well, let's just start all over again. I'm going to do Command, Shift, Tab. I'm not even going to tell you what it is on Windows and PC because it doesn't matter. Just use Apple stuff, it's better. Right, believe me, I've used Ableton on PC and Mac and I've flip-flopped between the two loads of times. Always come back to Mac, always come back to Mac. Command Shift T, new track, new MIDI track. On here we put a sampler or a simpler. Doesn't really matter. I prefer the way the manipulation of the sample is on sampler, but on simpler, it allows you to warp. So we can play stuff back at the same speed, regardless of which key we press, which is pretty important, really. Now I'm going to drop that onto MIDI, on the blank MIDI track. And then we're going to grab that clip that we had and drop it on here. I'm going to find my way to that first key. Let's make sure we are, where are we? This instrument now? Yeah. That chord there, that's what I used, and that's what we're going to muck around with. Let's get the volume up. Now I want it to loop, but only a bit of it. And a bit of release on there as well. So when I let go of the key, you can see it, the note lasts a little bit. Let's grab the end of it. Here we are. And then we'll loop. Actually, make sure we warp it first. Remember I said about that. Let's warp it here. Then it plays back at that speed, regardless of what key. Now I want to loop to be on, but I only want to loop the last bit of it. So just the last bit loops over. Okay, that's fine for now. Let's muck around with the filter a little bit. We're going to go over to controls and we're going to change the filter type to this bandpass type. A little wider to capture more of the sound. A little bit of resonance, that notchy kind of sound. We use this different filter type so that we can put a bit of drive on it, a bit of grit. And now comes the fun part where we muck around with the LFO. Okay, so we're going to make it to sync to the beat time. As long as we actually put some on. Now that beat type is going to work well, LFO on the volume as well. Let's play the... In fact, I'm just going to mute the bass for now because I know that my key is out of tune. But let's hear what it sounds like together. Quite a cool little syncopated rhythm there. All right, let's have, and you know, you can mess around with this even more. Maybe we can pan it or change the pitch a little bit, but let's not go mad. We're going to make sure just that my bass note is now in tune. And if I remember, I just had to transpose this so that my root key matched my bass line. I know that's not perfect, I'm sorry, but hey, it's close enough for the demo, right? Really simple things just to make this a bit more interesting are going to be a reverb. And you can whack it on one of the auxiliary channels, but for now, I'm going to bang on just a stock reverb on the actual track itself. I'm just going to leave all the presets, okay? Maybe just whack it up to high quality. I have a little bit more than half of the wet signal coming through. And the decay time, I'm just going to chuck up a little longer. Nice. Okay, final one, we're going to put on a compressor and we're going to sidechain it to the whole of the kit. Now, I know normally I would choose something like just the kick, for example, probably the most commonly used one, so that the sound automatically ducks every time the kick hits. Because it's quite a straightforward beat, the prominent sound is the kick drum and the snare anyway. It's not going to listen too much to the hi-hat anyway. So just for the speed of this example again, we'll drop on precise just as a good preset to use. Just increase the attack so we get the kick to come through more. I like to use this, what do you call that? This view to get a good idea. I'm going to turn off the reverb just for a second. In fact, the reverb's going to go after this, but I'm going to mute it for a second now so we can just hear what's going on. Let's get the sidechain opened up here. Sidechain audio from, and we're going to come from that 808 kit. Let's press play. And you can see the kick drum here is providing the majority of that gain reduction. Okay, now because a lot of the kick was, a lot of the gain was being reduced by that incoming signal, I've just put the overall output volume up just to compensate a little bit there, but we've got a nice syncopated staccato-like rhythm against that kick drum now. Let's put the reverb on and see how we're sounding. Maybe we will now put this in front of it. Hey, there's no rules, all right? You'll find, I just want to make something clear here. You'll find so many videos where people are like, right, you've got to put the reverb on the end of the chain. You've got to put the compressor in front of the EQ and stuff like that. Do that to those people, because if it sounds good to you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about those stupid things. Yes, if you're like peaking, making your volumes go outside, over into that red zone, and it's going to cause distortion, and yeah, it's going to sound worse. But when it comes to like, just listen to your ears, okay? Listen to your ears. You know what I mean. Trust your instinct. Fuck around with the order of these things. It doesn't matter. It's what sounds good counts. All right, there you go. Just some simple little ideas there. I know, hey, it's been ages since I've made a video, so it doesn't really matter what I do it on, right? I'm just creating content. I'm chucking it out there. If you like it, great. If you don't, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments, and there's probably be stuff you want to hear more of, like French house cuts and some more sampling stuff, I guess. But this is just a quick little idea, and it's really a video to help me get back into making more videos, because that's what I miss doing. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Cheers.